Thank you,
Are
thank you,
you
thank
muted? He's talking and muted.
Hello?
Unless he fell asleep on
I said,
us.
yeah, like 3 times unmuted. I even saw my thing move. You guys are just talking at the same time.
All right. So, quick recap since I do not have a recording of our last session. Gwynny and Dilly had woken up after a morning of heavy drinking with Jethro in Dilly's tent. They had left Jethro to sleep his hangover and skin shedding off. And he was left also with a brand new Tara Lynn marionette who is lacking a mouth for very important reasons, but she pretty much watched him all night.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, Gwynny was incredibly hungover, which Dilly absolutely exploited as they had breakfast in the cast's quarters upstairs. Jimothy, after waking up and getting a feel for his surroundings, kind of made his way out of the marionette tent and to the breakfast tables. He was pleasantly surprised when Bitsy explained to him that, yeah, the food is free. You can have as much as you want. She also prepared and set a large platter of rodent appropriate food under his seat so that his rats could eat without making Gwynny any sicker than she was already.
Yeah, yeah.
Squeak 'em, squeak, squeak 'em, squeakity squeak 'em.
Yup, and upon seeing the rats, Dilly convinced one of them to become his new friend and companion. The rat was then appropriately named Rohalio. Gwynny.
He lives in my derby hat.
Yep. Rohalio lives in Dilly's dirty hat. Gwynny is disgusted and hates it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Derby, not dirty. Nothing on Dilly is
Derby hat,
dirty.
not dirty. I'm sorry. Felicia was eventually brought down from Joel's apartment area in the tree to the table for breakfast. She was introduced to Gwynny, Dilly, and Jethro and was told by Bitsy, Gwynny and Dilly, you guys need to be taking these two new people, Jethro and Felicia. You need to show them around the circus, get them acquainted with the rules of living and working here. At first, Gwynny and Dilly did not seem very happy about that, but then Dilly and Jimothy almost immediately started working with the rats to go over their tricks and their talents for the act, but also so that Dilly can learn Raticus in order to better communicate with Rohalio.
Rodente.
Rodente, is that what his name was?
Rodente.
Or is that the name of
That was the language.
That was the language.
That's the language.
Rodente. Okay, here we go. Rodente.
You have to roll the R.
Rodente. All right, so he's learning Rodente, so he can speak with Rohalio. At some point, the tiny little garbage collecting marionette came running up to Gwynny with a full garbage bag on its back of Jethro's skin flaps, and also a letter from Jethro, which basically said, "Your circus is insane. I don't trust any of you. Send me my juice bar profits every month. Fuck off." Which I feel like everyone kind of respected.
At this point in time, we did kind of respect it. We're sorry to see him go, but he is kind of sloughing everywhere. And
he was sloughing everywhere. He was human trafficked.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot in a day.
Yeah,
24 hours.
To be fair, yeah.
So
I think he melted away.
He kind of did. So at that point, Gwynny and Felicia had decided to visit Madame Missy's apothecary so that Gwynny could get unhungover.
That didn't work too well.
Yeah, because so Felicia
She got
tried
re-hungover.
Yeah, Felicia tried hair of the dog first, and then they went to the apothecary, and Gwynny then drank the anti-hangover cure, which pretty much just doubled her hangover effects.
Yeah, it just got, not a happy camper at this point in time.
Nope.
Gwynny is just seriously reconsidering the fact that life even happens and looking for a place to go, probably crawl into and die.
Oh yeah, and Felicia managed to get Gwynny up to Joel. Dilly and Jethro were there with them, and then, of course, Joel seeing Gwynny in that state, he was kind of pissed off. But then also, Dilly, at some point, I can't remember the exact details, he managed to steal a picture from Joel's desk.
Because he was left alone.
You should never do that.
House. Yeah.
Yeah. Joel and I took
Gwynny
back to her tent, and then
he left.
made our way back. Yep.
Okay, and so yeah, when you guys came back, Dilly revealed a picture that he had found of Joel and Gloria.
Right. I learned all about weasels and was begging for his love story.
Aha. And he told you to get the fuck out.
That's when he transported it.
Yep, and he kind of snapped his fingers or clapped his hands, did one of the two, and you guys were back in your circus cast quarter area. And that is where we shall pick up. So, Gwynny, you're in your tent. You're in your home tent, not your performance tent. And Bitsy's gonna kind of bustle in with some tea and a bowl of chicken soup on a tray, and also what seems to be like a smoking potion that's like a weird purple color, but it's in like a shot glass. And she's gonna kind of set that next to you on the bed and say, "Whenever you can, purple first, then chicken soup, then tea."
Yes.
Whenever you
do I have to? I don't want to drink any more things.
Oh, well, it won't make you feel better at first, but then it will.
That's what they told me about the last thing I drank, and I really don't want to drink any more things.
And Bitsy is very resolutely going to grab the shot glass and pinch your nose. Which she has done many times before when you were a child.
I bet they have like unusually stupid strength.
If they need to. Bitsy needs to. She's been raising you two motherfuckers.
Coughing and spluttering and wiping my eyes from the tears that are rolling down my Bitsy!
Oh yeah, she like pinched and just dumped it down your throat.
I'm not 6 anymore.
No, but you're still sick. You're sick. You're not 6, but you are sick. Now look that way, and she's gonna point to your left where it's just kind of open floor. Because she just gave you Epicac.
Get your foot.
Oh my! Oh God! Here we go again. By this time, Gwynny has spent the day
ripped, dude. Your stomach
just
ripped.
Yeah, just drinking and puking. Various potions and things that people have given her, and at this point in time, her toenails are coming up, and I'm not going to make the noises because both kids are in the room with me, and I don't want to clean up kid puke.
Oh my God. Yeah. Bitsy's gonna, rub your back while it's happening. Make sure your beard is out of the way as much as possible. Your hair is pulled back, and once you're done, she will very studiously stand up, pull a mop from seemingly nowhere, and just start like wiping it up. All right, now the chicken soup.
Bitsy, I hate you.
Yeah.
I mean, I love you, but I hate you right now.
No.
I hate everybody.
Like, totally unsympathetic.
I hate everybody.
Eat the soup, dear.
Oh,
it's mostly broth. Just sip at it.
She will just sit there and shiver and just kind of go.
All right, and
sip her soup.
Yup. And while Bitsy just very calmly talks to her and mops up her vomit.
I fucking hate you. I hate Dilly. I hate Joel. I hate everybody.
We'll give you a bath soon, my dear. Just eat your soup. And head outside. Felicia, Jimothy, and Dilly, you guys have all of a sudden very abruptly find yourselves no longer in Joel's like meadow, apartment area within the tree. You're back right at the heads of the breakfast tables.
Well, that was abrupt.
You always do that.
Never.
No. Hmm.
But he's left me with the little picture, so. Who's with me? It's Felicia and
Jimothy?
Jimothy.
Jimmy.
It's Zenda. Sir.
Zenda. Shit, I'm sorry. You're right. Everyone knows her as
It's
Zenda.
okay.
And
But me. Well, it's morning, right?
No. So it's morning in the sense of like you guys work at night. So it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's morning for you. You just had breakfast.
I see. Well, we might as well go check on Gwynny.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I mean, I do feel bad.
All right. So are you guys heading to Gwynny's tent?
I don't know what else to do right now, so yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's.
So all three of you go ahead and roll me perception.
I need to go.
Oh yeah,
Bring
and make
my-
sure
my
take as
page
much
up.
time as you need. Just make sure you switch to the right channel.
Oh, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Okay. There we go. You got. Whew. Good job, Jimothy. You got that really bad one out of the way.
Do I have to roll perception?
Yes. Unfortunately,
Okay.
like for
I'm
once,
just
yeah.
fucking.
Well, I
All
mean,
right.
honestly, it's almost not even worth asking because you are basically psychic.
All right.
Oh my god. All right, so Jimothy specifically, when you walk in, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It doesn't really smell all like vomit, and it doesn't smell all like alcohol.
Mommy.
It smells like a weird mix of two of the things.
Plus, I would imagine some sort of herbal component because that potion was just basically herbs.
Oh yeah,
And that was the last thing I actually had in my stomach was potion.
okay. So you smell like vodka, stomach acid, and cloves.
oh my god.
Overpowering. Dilly, not only do you smell it, you taste it. It's making your eyes water. And you immediately see Gwynny, like, shivering and shaking in the corner of her bed, holding this bowl of barely eaten soup, and her eyes are squinting and they're kind of watering, and she's looking at you as though you might be an alien.
Do I see them
Good
walking in the
God.
door?
Go ahead and roll
What's
perception
that?
for me.
Okay. So, yeah, no.
Is he still in here?
Oh yeah, Bitsy's still mopping, and Felicia, you see everything that Dilly sees, but the smell is more overpowering than the sight for you. And Gwynny, yes,
Oh, God.
you immediately recognize that three people have just walked into your tent and
Okay,
staring
so
at you.
I'm looking at them and I'm realizing that they're looking at me and I look just amazing. So I am sitting in my bed and the first thing I'm going to do is reach and grab the various throw pillows that I normally keep on my bed and start flinging them at them.
All right,
Oh, hell no,
how
you
many
didn't.
throw pillows are you throwing?
Oh, I would like to imagine that Gwynny has one of those Bed Bath and Beyond showcase beds with like 15 throw pillows of various sizes, the little tiny neck roll and the heart-shaped one and the fluffy one
Roll
with all the
attack.
ruffles, all the fucking,
Roll attack.
How many she has?
Okay,
yeah, all the fucking throw pillows.
roll 5 attack rolls.
Jesus.
Okay, so
I want you to specifically... Actually, you know what? Just roll the 5 attack rolls. I'll roll a 1d3 for each attack roll to see who it hits, if it hits.
okay, so I'm just going to roll 5d20s plus 6 because my range attack is plus 6.
Perfect.
At disadvantage, 'cause you're wasted. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was going to say at disadvantage, but that would just be a whole thing.
That would be terrible.
It would be really annoying.
That's a lot of math
I'm not good at that.
on that one.
Okay, so looks like 2 of them had a potential to hit. 3 of them probably did not hit.
11, 14, 23, 21, and miss.
And natty one.
Nat 1.
That one hits Bitsy.
Yeah, that one hits Bitsy.
It ricochets off of the roof and just slams right back down.
Yeah, no. So the Nat 1 absolutely does do exactly that. Like she like lobs it like underhand, it hits the ceiling and just kind of like it's that one weird floppy pillow that's really cuddly and like full of down. So it just kind of like flops over Bitsy's head and she's not bothered. She just keeps mopping.
And explodes, sending clouds of down everywhere.
Oh god. All right. So for the let me go ahead and roll this nonsense real quick.
I just want to say that if one hits me, I'm immediately using my reaction for deflect missiles.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, and you've got claws.
Oh no, I'm going to bean you in the forehead with it.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so just to be clear, does 11 or 14 hit anyone?
14
No.
hits
14
me.
hits? Okay, 23
Yeah,
and
me too.
21?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm rolling 3d3s then.
I got a 13.
Okay, here we go. I think I did it right. I did not do it right.
Exclamation point, sweetie.
Yep. I think I did it right this time. Let's hope. Yeah.
You did it the roll 20 way.
I did do it the roll 20 way.
Yeah, you did.
All right. So that first, so 14 does hit. That's gonna be 3, then 2, 1. Okay.
Love you. I love you too, Nathaniel. I'm good. How are you today?
Aw.
Still sick. You're still sick? I know, me too. We're all kind of sick. We're all snotty and sick here.
I must show proof, Grandma.
Yeah.
No, I do the same thing even to this day at 31 years old. I'm like, no, I really am sick.
Yeah.
Hey, look, boss, I can't come into work today.
You always put on that like hoarse voice. You have to sound really sad too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
if you
sorry,
sound
I can't
normal, then
come
it feels
in.
disingenuous. So you have to be disingenuous.
Yes.
Yes.
I always
Okay.
take like a
I
morning
can come
break
in
before
if-
calling out. Just
Oh my god.
real coughing.
Come in if you really need me to.
All right. So. How can I do this?
I would pick a random order and just assign because wait.
Well, because I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I rolled 3d3, so that's the damage, and then, so if you can all roll 1d3,
Cool.
that would be perfect. So not you, Wild, because you're throwing pillows.
And not Dilly either because he deflected missiles.
Yes. So Dilly, you
Oh,
don't
you
have to roll.
whore.
If you determine when to hit me, then I'm going to deflect missiles.
Are you going to spend the key to hug it back?
It doesn't cost a key.
Oh.
I thought in order to make a ranged attack, it did.
Oh yeah, it does. Hell yeah, I will.
Do it.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Worth it too.
Alrighty.
21.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
Ooh.
She just starts throwing up.
All right. So the way I'm gonna work
Oh.
this.
Hold on. Yeah, free hand. You can spend 1 key point. Oh, yeah. 21.
So in that case, I do need to roll a d3
Wait.
because he's hunking it
Hold
back at me.
Damage you take when you
Oh
attack.
my god.
I don't really take any damage. You reduce damage to 0 and have a free hand. I don't think you can do that. Oh yeah, I'm misunderstanding the way it works. I mean, yeah, it cost me a key point to throw it back.
Okay.
This other
So
part of it is confusing, but it really has nothing to do with this since we're not doing any damage. So
Yeah. So I take max damage back.
Okay, and I'm also gonna be so for the ACs, The ones that made it through were 14, 23, and 21. And I rolled 3d3s and assigned 3, 2, 1 to each as they came. So 3 to AC 14, 2 to AC 23, 1 to AC 21. The ones that you guys rolled, I'm going to put those matching. So if your AC is 23 or lower, you got hit with 2 damage.
Okay.
What?
But you, Dilly, deflected missile, so you didn't get hit.
So you don't
Wild.
worry about that.
What kind of pillows are these? Shit.
I mean, they're pillows, but you also have the angriest, stoutest little dwarf hucking them at you.
Yeah, and yeah.
Fucking hit me in the eye.
She's
Shit.
embarrassed and angry. That's like 2 horrible combinations of emotion for a woman with things that she can throw at you.
Yep.
But I love how she probably gave like these desperation, like, you know, kind of half weak sick pillows, and then Dilly grabs it, returns it with like a hard ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm assuming that the 21 absolutely hits.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that pillow comes flinging back at you, and your soup, like, envelopes your face. Like, the bowl just goes over your entire tiny, beautiful face.
Tilly, you
no.
fucker.
Oh,
You're throwing pillows. We came to see how you're feeling. Apparently.
Oh God, I
better.
feel fucking sick, and it's your fault.
My
I'm gonna
fault.
go over
You
to her.
chose to drink. I had nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna go over to Gwenny and I'm gonna
just
press
pointing at Zenda.
digitizer.
Nice.
I did not do this, honey. When we went to the apothecary,
At
she
this
done
point,
made
I'm
this.
pointing at Jimothy. I'm confused as to who did it,
No,
but I
no,
am
no.
blaming somebody.
You know, it's that Madam Missy up there. She just really. I think that you need to be having a talk with her, Miss Bitsy.
And
I'm
then
gonna pull a small mirror.
I just collapse in tears.
I pull a small mirror out of my pocket and want someone to blame.
Oh,
Bitsy's gonna finish, squeegeeing the rest of what was left, and then she's gonna kind of kneel down next to Gwynny and pat her on the back. Oh, there, dear.
Just
You're not dirty anymore, and you smell very nice now, thanks to Miss Felicia.
hiccuping with tears.
Oh, that won't do. And then she'll grab the
You
tea
poor
from the
thing.
tray and be like, I know you couldn't finish the soup, but try to drink this. Oh my god. No, dear, you drank too much, and then you woke up, and then you drank some more, and then you tried to take something to make it better, and they just didn't mix well. That's all.
Yes.
I know.
See? Your own fault.
Dilly, that is not how we encourage members of the family to feel better about themselves.
Is he always like this?
Oh, yes.
Fucking God.
I mean, well,
Fucking.
I think she's going through some kind of dwarf phase or something because
No,
she's not normally like this.
Dilly, she's experiencing emotions.
Oh.
She is drunk, sir.
Oh.
Oh.
Those.
And I just
forgot
gulped
about
the
those.
tea down and then cough. Because I choked on it. Because I was trying to cry. I was crying and drinking at the same time. Because you do. As you do.
Timothy, do you have anything that'll fix this?
Oh, that'll what exactly do you mean? Your emotional disposition, or
Well, she ain't feeling too good, and yeah. Well, did your little rats are they huggable? Like,
God.
will one of your rats make her feel better?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Let me try. Oh, Gwynny, what do you think of this? Gonna pull out one of the rats.
Okay. I already told him that I didn't want the rats anywhere near me, and that I was
forgot about that.
afraid of the rats. So
now
I am now hysterically crying, and you pulled a rat on me.
All right.
Shit,
well-
that didn't go as planned, did it?
And I
Sorry.
would react,
Better. I'm
but the
gonna
kids are both
go on
here,
out.
and I really don't want to freak them out.
okay, so I'll go ahead and give everyone a brief description. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Jimothy, you pull
Yeah.
what you consider to be your friendliest, most sociable rat out of one of your pockets. And he's big, and he's fat, and he's fluffy, and he's like, by all intents and purposes, quite fucking adorable. And you shove him out towards Gwynny, and Gwynny lets out the most blood-curdling scream any of you have ever heard. And she almost disappears in the blink of an eye, and you don't know where she went until you continue hearing the screams coming from under the table. And she's in the fetal position, arms over her head, rocking back and forth, screaming.
Yeah,
So
that
in my
sounds about
head, this rat has the biggest fucking grin on its face, and it's even learned how to like juggle balls. And he's got this cute little hat on it, and it's like sitting there with its little fat self, like doing the balls, and she's just losing her shit.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely doing the balls.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I think I would have just taken a blanket with me and I hold the blanket over my head at the same time. I mean, I'm under the table, but I'm completely enveloped in this blanket too, almost cocooned in it,
Okay. Okay.
I don't
trying to take
understand.
refuge.
That would have cheered me up, he says.
I'm out. Billy is out.
Darling, it would have cheered me up too, and I'm gonna grab you by your arm, and I'm gonna kind of walk backwards with you towards the door so we can. We ain't no help here.
So Dilly is out, meaning what?
I'm just
Out of the room?
there. I can't deal with it. He can't deal with this emotion shit. Yes, emotions. Right.
Goodbye.
I see you're feeling better, so goodbye.
Oh my god, I love it. So her hysteria truly drove them out of the room. That's wonderful.
She does. And Bitsy is gonna, pull Gwynny out from under this table and kind of like grab her by the shoulders and set her upright on her feet. And say, all right, my dear. Oh, I know. Yes. Oh, yes. That's very, very dramatic. Incredibly dramatic. Yep. I can't understand you when you're squeaky talking. You know this. Deep breath.
Oh, why is Grandma crying in the background?
Oh, God!
I told you.
Oh, my God! I'm sorry.
Hilarious.
It's like,
Come here, Charlie.
Emma,
It's okay.
why are you crying?
Grandma,
It's okay,
why?
baby. Come here.
Oh, my
Grandma's
God.
Grandma's okay.
Grandma,
Ooh, you
okay?
got teacher like.
All right.
just acting.
Grandma was play acting, okay? Pretending to cry. Can you say pretending? Okay, you can't say pretending? Okay. You can get down now.
Welcome to the Night Circus, where we regularly traumatize children.
In and off game.
What we do. Bring your kids.
Bring your kids, bring your wife.
Bring your kids, bring the wife, bring the dog. There's something for everybody.
So eventually Gwynny calms back down again. But I think at this point in time, between the potion and the swallow or two of tea and the swallow or two of soup, she's just going to look at Bitsy and say, Bitsy, I'm just going to go back to sleep, okay?
Oh, yes. I think that is a wonderful idea. And Jill will tuck her in.
Yeah, I think that I need to not be around for a while.
Just sleep and breathe. Would you like me to sit in here while you sleep?
No, I think you. No, I'm okay. I think you should go find out what they're doing, because. Yeah. Yeah.
I will do that. And Bitsy will make sure the covers are just up under her chin and that she's all tucked in like a little mummy, and then she'll leave.
Yeah.
How long has Bitsy been there?
At the circus?
Yeah.
Since it
the
started.
beginning?
Yeah.
She's the first one, right?
She's the first one.
Okay.
Joel essentially created her to be a mother figure for him.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I want to talk to Bitsy, so I'm waiting for her to come out, kind of.
Oh yeah, she's rolling on out now. She's just finished tucking Gwynny in, and she's coming out
Oh, Bitsy.
with her bucket of like vomit water and her gross mop. Oh yes, hi Dilly. How can I help you?
Yeah. Yes, lovely how you take care of us, isn't it? So yes, so Joel teleported us out of his place.
Oh, you must
So
have upset
strange.
him.
Me? No. Please.
Oh, Dilly. Oh, silly Dilly.
Right? Right. So, what can you tell me about this? And I will show her the picture.
And you can always, okay, just to be clear, let's give me a perception roll. I know it's useless, but do it anyway.
No, it's okay. It's not useless.
You know, the last time that he had showed that picture to somebody, we got teleported into the middle of right here. So, like, I'm going to be looking around, make sure that I ain't going to be teleported nowhere else, because, you
27.
know, these people are fucking scaring me.
All right, so the 27. Dilly, you can immediately recognize that whatever you did, and usually you can see something in Bitsy's eyes that lets you know that Joel is watching. And you can see that through any mannequin. Joel is completely absent. It is just Bitsy right now.
Oh, I was
So
hoping for that.
she takes...
Or the other way, really. like when she left the curtain open, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
So when she takes this picture from you and looks at it, the only...
Oh, I don't let her take it. I just show it to her.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she's going to lean over and look at it, and you can tell from her expression, Joel's not there, but she recognizes that picture. And she says, Master Joel did not give this to you, did he?
He did. Well, he did not take it from me.
He let you have it?
He let me leave with it.
Oh. What did Master Joel say about it?
I don't know. I showed him and asked him to tell me a love story, and he instantly teleported us out. Oh, by the way, I know everything there is to know about weasels now.
No, use something else.
And Bitsy's gonna kind of nod and say, yes,
I have no idea what
both
you're
of those
talking
things oddly make sense.
So,
I don't know if
Hi,
Master
Grandma.
Joel
Hi,
would
buddy.
approve of me telling you.
Want a hug?
did he tell you not to?
Well, no.
Was it implied that you should not?
No, I don't think it ever occurred to him that anyone would ask.
I would say then it's fair game to have a small discussion.
Roll persuasion.
Baby.
Yes.
Why do you want to take a look at it?
What's the matter?
Something? An app or a tablet?
Fucking
Go Psycho Minnie.
13.
Oh, baby, you've got two. Sweetheart, stop. Charlotte, stop.
What's going on?
Save yourself, Nathaniel. Run!
Oh my.
I'm going to mute for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
So with a 13, Bitsy's gonna, you can see her, like she's kind of wringing her hands a little bit. And she says, well, it's not my place
Bitsy,
to tell you the whole story, but as I'm sure
well,
you know, Master Joel and Mistress Gloria, well, they were in love once.
well, I never knew that.
They were. They're not
Hmm.
anymore.
I would like to use this against Gloria, Bitsy.
I would appreciate if you did not.
Hmm. You know I hate her.
I am not fond of Mistress Gloria,
Hmm.
but you must understand. She and Joel, and you can kind of see now that Bitsy is like her shoulders are her shoulder blades are getting closer together. Like it looks like she's trying to stand up straight, but after she hits that good posture, she kind of keeps going back. And her shoulders keep pressing closer together at the back. And she's saying, they did not have a choice in the matter. I must go. And she's going to like shake herself off and start walking away.
You've told me plenty. Thank you, Bitsy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
She's like
Why are you
half
so mean
sprinting.
to that?
What?
Why are you so mean to that puppet?
Mean? She's my mother.
Well, you don't show her the proper respect. I mean, look at that poor thing.
And I look at her like, right? She's always a little flighty. I tend to make people uncomfortable.
Well, you are. I mean, you are kind of brash. Hairless.
And you're presumptuous. Welcome to the family, dear cousin.
I wish that you wouldn't call me that because you're going to get me killed. As soon as Gloria figures out that I ain't in Joel's tent no more, she's going to come for me.
She's going to find out eventually. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The sooner the
Okay.
better. We'll put her on Front Street.
I don't want to be dead before you get your front street. I just want to get my mother out that damn tent, and I want to go home to my tea shop.
And I look at her. I'd protect you with my life.
You got 9 of them. Which one you gonna use?
At least one, with that attitude.
And Jimothy, you're kind of just like, you know, you're smaller and you're just kind of standing on the outskirts of this entire interaction. How are you feeling?
I mean, he's a little confused, but at the same time, he's just kind of like absorbing information. Maybe like him and his like rap buddies are looking back and forth between them as they talk, you know, like a dramatic, suspenseful situation.
Like
or
a
even,
ping pong match.
yeah.
So, and Rogelio's like on the side of my derby hat, like with his back legs kicking, his little chin on his little chin on his little paws.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look over at Jimothy as this is happening, and I'm gonna see the rats staring at each other, just kind of neck looking over to the next one, like, "Oh my god!" I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Yeah, what the hell did you get yourself into, son?"
Yes, well, I quite feel like at this point I signed up for this. So I might as well just get accustomed.
You know, we technically have a tiny army.
Oh Jesus.
Hold on a second. Your rats? They do stuff other than like the juggling? Like, do they got like little rat bows?
What was that?
Bring it here.
We should find a way to arm your rats. That would be intense.
Arm the rodents. I love that.
Oh well, from my experience, my rats already know how to back me up if I ever come into a little scrap. But
Really?
oh yeah,
Interesting.
Yes, they're quite useful companions, and as well, they've been teaching me how to speak the language of other animals that they've come in contact with. They're uh, quite quite interesting once you learn the secrets and whisper to the rats, and you kind of see him starting to like fade off into the distance.
Jimothy.
Wait,
Jimothy.
visually he's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
disappearing?
Yeah, no, like he's um
He's daydreaming about talking in bird.
yeah, that
Oh, like so you see like his
He's
facial
spacing out, there
expression.
we go.
He's just okay, perfect. He's got that 1,000-yard stare.
drifting off.
He
Yeah,
turned off.
Okay. I was about to say like, wait, he's just disappearing?
His
yeah.
rat stopped spinning the wheel.
Oh
Yes.
no, the rat who's in charge of his visibility, it's died.
Okay, I have
Sorry.
a quick question.
Yeah.
Dang, what class are you?
Oh, I'm 3 ranger, 1 bard.
So you're the swarm ranger?
Yeah,
Oh, I love you.
so I can pull people off cliffs, or I mean, I can like drag people, or do just like extra damage, or move me, or something. Just weird things.
I love your character. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, you're fine.
Oh yeah. Jimothy, come back to us, buddy.
So it's just a little explanation here as to what's going on. She has overloaded her tablet with applications, and now the application she wants to use won't open because there's no space.
Uh-oh. Meltdown.
So we're melting down until Grandma can quickly remove enough applications for her to
Aw.
actually use the friggin' tablet.
Oh my goodness.
So
Hey.
yeah, that was the rage.
The lack of instant gratification, man. Adults
Mhm.
suffer from it too.
Charlotte and Enoch have a lot in common.
Oh yeah. Total rage. The simplest thing.
Barbarians of the world unite.
Oh my god, she is my little spirit animal. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I was never having a problem.
All right. I don't know if you missed anything or if you were able to listen.
No,
while
I mostly heard it enough to know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are we're really just talking about rats right now.
Yeah. So carry on.
Okay. So did you guys want to continue just chatting, or are you cool if I bring in something?
How big is it?
I mean,
Do we gotta spit on it first? I mean, you know.
I mean, you can spit on it first. I don't know what difference that would do.
Well, yeah,
Jesus
pull it
H.
out.
Fucking Christ!
Pull it
Oh
out,
God!
You know what to say, blood's not lube.
I love this group.
Oh my
I don't
god.
I'll get scared till I see it in up close.
Well, it's really just Bitsy coming
Okay,
back.
AJ first.
It's Bitsy.
I mean, if the reaction is wow, it's probably okay. If the reaction is damn, you might be into trouble.
So Bitsy's coming back.
Damn, son.
Bitsy's coming back, and she's kind of wringing her hands again, and she looks visibly worried. You don't have to, like, you can clearly see it as she's coming up. She looks a little worried.
Mm-hmm. Bitchy's my mom. I know.
And I love my mom, goddammit.
Oh my God!
And Bitsy's gonna come up very quickly and stop in front of Dilly and say, I, as much as I would hate to interrupt Miss Gwynny in her rest, I think she should see something that is concerning to me.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it seems as though Garbage Kid did something.
Did you say garbage kid?
Yeah, that's what they call the tiny marionette with the garbage bag, garbage bag
Oh my
backpack.
God!
They call him Garbage Kid.
Is that the one that was
Boy.
wanting to burn everything?
I'm gonna burn it. Burn it.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Burn it
Oh, he was adorable. With his bag of skin.
all. Yeah, and Bitsy's like, I think Miss Gwynny
What?
needs to see something.
Well, I, for one's not going in to wake her.
I'll go in if you ain't gonna.
And Bitsy takes a very deliberate step behind Dilly and says, "Oh yes, dear, if you wouldn't mind."
Oh, please do.
No
Help
one
yourself.
wants to wake Gwynny up.
Yes.
Okay.
To be
I'll
fair, the
go in
last time
there.
people invaded her area, she kind of reacted badly.
So
which
before
is
I
why
go
they're
in,
letting the new guy do it.
You have a shield.
oh, I got plenty. Don't worry about me.
Shield.
So I am going to look up my feats and traits. But currently, okay, I can save myself if if I need to. But I'm gonna go on in there. And as I'm going in, I would like to cast Mage Hand. And my Mage Hand, it looks like a white glove, one of them ones that you open up like documents and stuff that's like ancient. So it's real nice little white glove. And then I'm also I'm gonna disguise self. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself look like Mr. Kitty.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you don't see me. I'm inside the door. Yeah, I'm gonna look like Mr. Kitty so that way she don't throw nothing too hard. She loves him. She don't know me from Adam. So
So you're using Mage Hand to essentially poke her awake while you look like Dilly standing in the tent doorway.
yeah, I'm gonna shake the bed.
All right.
Yes, Gwynny.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, you, dear, you need to come outside. Nipples need you a lot.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh God.
Gwynny, go ahead and roll me a perception. Not so much because, as far as you're concerned, it is Dilly. I'm more concerned at can you see straight?
I have a question though. Does disguise self take the voice with it?
No, that's why.
Okay.
All right. So with a 24, Gwynny, you're awake. You're perceptive. You don't feel great, but you can see. Yeah, it's Dilly at your tent flap door, but he sounds like he might have a cold.
It's okay. I don't sound very good either. I'll be right there. Give me a minute.
Yeah. And Meta, question. Where's the Cuckoo purse?
Oh, Gwynny.
It's in my
Gwynny
pocket.
Took that. Yep, Gwynny took that off
Oh,
of the perilous
shit.
body.
Oh, and I forgot what Bits's name was, so I accidentally called her Nipples.
Oh my god, thing's going fucking off. It's screaming.
Yeah.
The bird alarm screaming. It's like, God!
I'm going to drop my disguised self and run outside.
I have a question.
Yes.
We're right outside the tent.
Yeah. You all hear
Do
the
I
bird.
do I hear her trying to mimic my voice?
Oh, if you're right outside the tent, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know,
No,
Okay.
if you're right outside the tent, you have cat ears. Yeah, you hear her.
What you looking at?
A valiant attempt on my voice, but
Well, that little thing scares the shit out of me.
as it should.
Yeah, and now I don't know, but I think her vagina's got an alarm on it. That thing's squawking.
And you still hear.
God, you fucking
My
damn
name
it!
is
God
Bitsy.
damn it! Man,
Bitsy.
shut!
Say it with me.
Damn it!
Bitsy.
Bitsy,
That's
yeah.
it. That's
Well,
it. You
I
can
made a
enunciate.
mistake, and
Very good.
I called her nipples. And as
Oh.
soon as I said nipples, her vagina started
Please
talking.
stop saying that
Somebody
word.
stop saying the fucking word! God damn it!
Nipples.
Mm.
And I stalk. At this point in time, I have set the offset the bird alarm twice, and stalking outside the tent. I mean, it's a stomping, just ready to just take people's heads off and chew them up.
So, we're all here now. Hi, Gwynny. You look splendid. Listen, apparently,
Fuck you.
never. Apparently, your garbage kid has something for you, and it was pertinent that you see.
Yes, if Miss
Hmm.
Gwynny, and Bitsy's kind of like ushering Gwynny mostly, but all of you at the same time, towards the large tent on the northern side of the upstairs, which is the mannequin tent. That's where all the marionettes sleep. Well, the ones that aren't, strung to their posts.
What happened now?
And Bitsy kind of just shakes her head and says, I don't really know how to explain it. Just look. And she pulls the flap aside to allow you all to go in. And when you enter, you see Trash Boy. Little Trash Baby. And he has built a statue that is as tall as Dilly. And it looks just like Dilly.
What the fuck?
And all little Trash Boy says is, I made it! I made it!
Is that made from that guy's skin?
I made it!
Well,
Why?
Trash kid,
I made it! I made it! I made it!
I'm speechless. And how well is it done? Like,
Oh, it's like a perfect replica. It is actually quite, flattering. Like, he made you look a little bit better. A little bit more
wow.
muscular.
If that could happen.
Maybe a little fluffier with skin, if you can give that effect.
So it's made of the skin?
Yeah, it's made of all of Jethro's shed skin. He did not
How
burn it.
disgusting.
Oh, God.
He didn't burn any of it.
I'm going to get up close enough to it to examine it, realize what it's made of, and back up quickly, gagging. And at this
I'm
point
already
in time, I have
throwing up.
puked so much today that it's just, I mean, there's nothing to come up, but I'm still gagging.
Bitsy?
I...
Bitsy?
Yes?
Why and how is Trash Kid able to do this?
I don't know. I thought I would show you first, since it's you, but I feel as though we should bring Joel into the mixture, because this is unacceptable. And
Well,
meanwhile,
Joel-
in the background, all you hear is, I made it, I made it, I made it, I made it.
And from the foreground, you hear Zenda and I both puking.
Yeah,
We're both losing our whatever was contents of our internal. At this point in time, I think Wendy is going to be dehydrated for like a week.
Oh my god, she needs an IV at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am only throwing up because it is physically dripping, not because it's made of human skin, but because it's still slimy.
Yeah, it
And,
still has the effect, like all of the skin that he shed retains the effect of the fruit he ate. So it's continuously sloughing off of itself and reforming.
Oh god! Oh god!
Billy is looking at Trash Kid with this like level of respect. Like, wow.
Real world Donna is like, whoop.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's why I have to take control back because this character would not do that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
So sorry.
I'm gonna kind of compose myself. I'm gonna look at her, at the trash kid, and look at Dilly, my cousin, and then
What are you, by the way?
what am I?
Yeah.
Race wise or?
No, class.
I am a warlock, so I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna kind of mend it here and there, and maybe sculpt some earth, and I'm gonna help him out with his little skin golem, and excuse me, cousin, darling.
Yes.
Could I have some clippings of your hair, please?
No, never.
Oh, well, it would have made this so much more, it would have brought it.
No, don't do it. Don't give her. Oh my god.
Never,
Oh, it's okay.
never.
This way, it ain't gonna be too bad. And then, okay, so I'm gonna mend it up, and, let's see. You know what? I am going to, I'm gonna start sewing it a dress. Mr. Kitty, look, you look real good in a dress, and I'm gonna take, the first layer of my skirt off, and I'm gonna just start fucking around with it in the corner.
And the tiny garbage boy is actually gonna climb up your leg and start helping you from your lap. Like he's gonna take one half while you stitch the other, and he's like, "Yes, I made it. I made it.
Oh, it is lovely.
I
What's
made
your name, Lolan?
Trash boy.
I can't. Trash boy.
Trash boy.
Well, that's, your name sucks. You know what? We'll call you
And he kind of
TB from now on.
he snaps at you. He's very upset.
Oh,
that
it's
you noticed
okay.
me.
No, it's okay. We'll just call you TB,
Like tuberculosis.
Like tuberculosis. Yes.
Much better.
Jesus H.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
All right, so trash
You're
boy
gonna
is
be
now
the bestest
TB.
trash. You're gonna be the bestest trash boy. Now let's leave these guys to play with your golem, a kitty, and let's make him some nice clothes.
I made it.
Oh my god.
And
So,
yeah, that's
Bitsy,
yeah.
have you notified Joel about?
Not yet.
You wouldn't think to just do that immediately.
I didn't know if did you guys?
Yeah.
She's looking at you in the sense of I'm the good cop, Mom.
Right.
You do
I have no
this?
idea what to do with this. What?
No, we
No.
didn't do this. No, Bitsy, no. No,
Bitsy. No. I'm speechless. Really.
Okay.
Unusual
Grandma.
for me. I
Hey,
might add,
baby.
but yes, indeed. Do call Joel
I was
immediately.
always scraping a
Oh,
lot.
of course, yes. Of
Oh,
course.
Charlotte was upset.
And she
Why?
gets that
For
far
what?
away look in her eyes that
Tablets?
recognizes her communicating with Joel, and all of a sudden her head, her body doesn't move, but her head snaps towards your direction. I'm sorry, what the fuck did Trash Boy do?
Well, your creation made me.
I'll be right down. And Bitsy kind of shakes it off. Master Joel is coming. I'm going to clean up the vomit, and I'll be out of your hair very quickly. And she, very, very quickly starts to try to mop it up as fast as she can because she knows Joel is pissed. And he's, storming his way down to you right now.
Point in time, Joel has had an awful night. He hasn't gotten a minute free of us for
Joel
night or day.
was accidentally an accessory to soul murder, basically.
Yeah,
He's not ready for this.
he's not happy with us at all.
So, based on Bitsy's announcement,
Like father, like
specifically
son.
Gwynny and Dilly, you guys know you have about 5 minutes before Joel storms through that tent. Probably less than 5 minutes, considering how urgent the situation is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I want to roll something to see if I can figure out why little dude would do that.
Oh,
So,
go. You
I
can
don't know.
start talking to him. Like he can have a conversation.
Okay.
He's meant to pick
So-
up
He's really
trash, but, like,
nice.
he's also very articulate. Weirdly,
So trash kid.
No, it is TB, sir. You gotta call him by his new name.
and Trash
Right.
Kid like very resolutely ignores you when you call him Trash Kid. He like turns his head the other way.
Difficult. All right. TB.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
So that's very, very good work there, yeah?
I made
Good
it.
job.
I
You
made
did make it. So let me ask you, why did you make it?
It's big.
Right. It's bigger than I am a little bit.
Yeah.
So am I? But why did you make me?
You're big.
I'm big. I guess I'm the tallest one here.
Yeah. Big.
Right.
I'm small. You're
And that's-
big.
And that's the only reason.
Best friends.
That's whoa. Right.
Is he gonna eat you?
Just going to go. I mean, at this point in time, I don't think I could puke anymore if I tried. So I'm just going to go up as close to Dilly as I can get, and then sit down, like kind of collapse, almost boneless, onto my heels and on the floor because I can't stay upright any longer. I'm dehydrated. I'm exhausted. I am sick. I am poisoned. I am just absolutely out of it, but still barely functioning. And kind of cling to Dilly's leg and look up at Dilly and say, Dilly, he was supposed to burn that stuff.
Right.
He was told to burn it. Why didn't he burn it?
Good question. I want to roll insight on him.
Maybe he did burn it, and it's just a fever dream.
Go for it. Roll insight.
21.
All right. So, what question would you like to ask him?
Well, ask him. I just want to know the feeling I'm getting from his explanation. Like, is he
So far,
malicious?
honestly, like the only feeling you've been
Best-
getting from his
Best friend? Like he said, best friends. Like,
Yes.
is that like
he
a malicious best friend? Like
wants
Carolyn's
you-
best friend?
He wants you to be his best friend. He built you. He built his ideal BFF, and he is
Wow.
basically like, I did it. I made you best friend.
Oh my
Wow.
God, this poor little guy. He's been gaslighted already.
Well, I would love to be your best friend, TV. I really would, but I think building things out of skin might not be the best medium for you. Do you understand?
I burn it, and you best
Burn
friend.
it. I'm your best friend.
You. I burn, but you best friend.
Right. Don't burn me. Burn the skin pile.
Burn
Of me.
bigger, handsomer
Yeah.
best friend.
Yes, yes.
The-
You could make another me out of less disgusting garbage, maybe, right?
Don't
Hey,
give him ideas.
I mean,
I don't.
it's a very good work. It's just out of yuck.
I did it. I made it.
You did make it. Very good job.
I want you to know that the last time that, I did kind of the same thing that you're thinking about doing, making, best friend pact with, like, a little trash demon. And now I got magic, and I owe my soul to at least, here for now. So I'm just saying there might be some, like, small writing you ain't seeing.
I'll be fine.
Best friend.
It's not like
As you
you've
can
got a
see-
soul anyway.
I'm predominantly well cursed as it is.
And meanwhile,
Yes.
TB, like, this whole time, TB has been on Felicia's lap. He's now currently just, like, braiding her hair. Best friend. All best friend.
All right.
Yes. Now, what was you saying about best friends and some early and stuff. Like, oh, I thought you was doing it out.
So he's just
So-
braiding Felicia's hair, going, best friend, and he's pointing alternately between Tara Lynn, Jethro, or not Jethro, Timothy,
Oh,
Dilly,
wow.
and
Cody, I don't remember one.
Gwynny going,
Very
best
good.
friend, best
Let me
friend,
show you.
best friend,
Very good.
best friend.
Oh, hey, sweetheart.
Now in my head, I'm thinking I need to talk to Joe about reprogramming that little dude.
Oh, and as you're thinking that, Joel bursts through
Elliot,
into the tent and goes,
elemental.
what the actual fuck?
Joel.
Who's going to explain? Oh
And
my
I'm-
god,
I'm
you're
just
still
gonna-
drunk.
Raise a hand. No, I'm not drunk. No. I'm very sick, but I'm not drunk.
Why isn't she in bed?
Because
Well,
that, and I will point at the thing.
Oh my god. Is that Dilly?
it's pretty good skin work, right?
You got yourself an artist.
Genuinely beautiful. Why is it here?
Yeah.
And what the fuck?
Well, it seems TB, also formerly known as Trash Boy,
Trash kid.
decided to sculpt it.
I'm sorry, he what? That's impossible.
Is
He,
it though?
he didn't decide to do anything. Who told him to do it?
I told him to burn it. I don't know who did this.
TB, tell Joel about what was going on when you made this guy.
Best friend. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I'm his best friend now, Joel.
TB. Is that what we're calling him now?
Oh, yes.
Alright.
Yeah, well, Trash Kid sounded dumb, Joel.
Well, it was Trash Boy. I thought it was appropriate.
Oh, well,
Fit the description
yeah.
of his job. He was a trash boy.
But you gave him life. You should give him, like, a better name than that.
Alright, so TB, what is that? Best friend. I'm sorry. Why did you build a best friend? Oh. Have any of you talked to him before I got here?
No, Dragon, what about?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
We'll
yeah.
wait this.
Little bit.
Okay.
No.
So
He
he
said,
thinks all of you are his best
Okay.
friends, and from what I understand, he wants to build all of you. Why did you encourage this?
Nobody
We
encouraged it.
didn't. Nobody suggested this. Nobody started this. I don't know what caused this, Joel. I really don't. Please believe me. I haven't had time to do anything except just be violently ill over and over again. If I never puke again in my life, it will be too soon.
Oh my god, have you been drinking
And honestly,
water?
This is
Honestly,
morbidly
Joel,
beyond me.
anything that I have drunk in the last, I don't know how long, has come back up again.
Alright. We'll take
Don't
that.
give me any medicine. Just let me sleep.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to say medicine. Obviously, you've had too much in your stomach already. However, you were the one who told him to burn it.
I did. I told him to burn it, and that's all I told him to do.
Alright. Dilly, did you speak with him?
yes.
What did you tell him?
Well, I didn't tell him anything. I asked him some questions.
Well, prior to him
Why?
prior to
what
him
for?
collecting the skin that made, quite honestly, a very beautiful sculpture of you. If I'm being honest, it's
Yes,
wonderful.
Forgive
Anyway,
It's
me,
also
right.
horrid.
And somehow just a tad more disgusting than I am. Weirdly.
The materials might not be so tasteful, but it is quite a great sculpture. I do think
Absolutely.
so myself.
Horrific. How can you admire this? Oh my god.
that's talent,
It's
Winnie.
disgustingly beautiful, but I promise you, Joel, I have no idea what would have procured this.
These guys are conversating. I'm gonna go off on the side where there's like a bunch of dirt. and I'm going to use mold earth, and I'm going to kind of make like little dirt men for TV. I'm going to make them some best friends.
And meanwhile, Joel's still kind of like looking and half admiring, half like very concerned about the fact that it was even built in the first place. This meat statue. All the while, Felicia, when you got up, did you bring TB with you? Because he was on your lap.
No, I kind of sneaked off so that way I can surprise him. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can pray to Mama and see if I don't know. Maybe she'll give me some power to animate this or something, so that they can walk around with them. I personally don't know if I can do it or if Mama's able to. But if not, maybe one of my magic friends here, they might be able to help them out.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth for me to see if you successfully are able to get away from the thing that's been sitting on your lap.
Don't fuck me ever. Oh, so fat.
Oh.
4.
So you think you got away scot-free? Meanwhile, TB is like absolutely hot on your heels. He's just like kind of sneaking up behind you, like just watching what's coming.
As I'm using mold earth, and it's kind of like making a mud snowman. He's like hiding behind the tent post, like not even tent post, but like a tent spike and the rope. He's just standing there creeping at me.
Oh yeah, fully stalking you.
I kind of see him. Hey, TV, do you wanna make a rock man?
Do you want to build a rock man?
Come on, let's go and play. I want to build them all the time. They're all my friends right now.
Yeah.
He's going hard.
Oh, he is. I love him.
He runs up to you on his tiny little legs and like immediately like punches the head. Like as he's running up, he like Superman punches the head off the rock person you're building, and then immediately he goes,
Best friend, sorry.
and then he puts.
I made him out of clay.
They're gonna be my best friends.
Darling, why
Oh my God.
you so violent with your best friends? Like, why you want to hurt them?
I gotta burn it.
Oh,
You
know what?
I make trash.
Oh, so you're just an artist then? Or are you gonna burn it? Oh, I love it. Maybe you could get Joel and Gloria to make you your own tent.
Joel is
Trash cans.
no Joel.
And he kind of stomps his foot, and like his little fists are clenched, and he's stomping his foot, and he's saying, "No, Joel, no, Joel."
Why don't you like Joel?
Joel is not the boss anymore.
Who's the boss? What's the boss?
Pretty.
Wait. Did I hear that?
Go ahead and roll. How close are you to them?
Him just inside the tent, leaning on Dilly's leg.
Go Dilly and Gwynny and Jimothy if you want to. Go ahead and roll me perception.
All right.
So who was he saying?
He's saying
24.
No Joel. Pretty lady is the boss now.
Okay. So Gloria.
Yeah, Gwynny, you heard that. Dilly, you absolutely heard that. And
What, is Joel
Jimothy,
here?
you just see a very small marionette throwing what seems to be a toddler tantrum. You didn't hear what he said, but you see him being angry.
Did Joel hear this? He's right there.
Joel is kind of watching and looking on. He's not saying anything.
Well, I will
Joel,
immediately inform him of what the little guy just said.
and I will back him up.
And Joel very kind of slowly nods and says, yes, I've heard. Bitsy. And he says it very quietly. Bitsy's not anywhere near you, but within 30 seconds, Bitsy's entering the tent. And she says, yes, Master Joel. I would like you to go back to my apartment and shut yourself off until further notice. Thank you. And she leaves.
Oh,
Oh, TB. What does the pretty lady want?
Friends. I need friends. I want friends. Friends. Best friends.
Hmm.
And he's, again, pointing at Felicia and Dilly and Jimothy and Gwynny.
Friends. Best friends.
We'll be your friends. Yeah, I can. We can be your friends. You don't have to make statues. We'll be your friends.
And when you say you don't have to make statues, he runs on his tiny little legs faster than you could possibly imagine those little legs moving, and he just starts punching at the ankles, and then they kind of slough off. So he's punching at the calves, then the thighs, then the buttocks, then the ribs, and he's just like slowly taking this thing down with his fists.
That's
Joel.
good. I like that. Thank you very much for taking it down. Now, can you take it out and burn it like you normally would,
I'm gonna
and then come back
burn
here and be
it.
friends with us? Okay?
Best friends.
And he's going to
Okay,
start
good.
pulling it all into his trash bag while this happens.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Is
Good,
your
good
sister
TV.
always so innocent?
Repeat that?
I was looking at Dilly, and is your sister always this innocent? Because I'm
oh, dear. Never underestimate my dear sister.
Yeah,
I
no.
ain't underestimating her, but
You presume much. Oh, Joel.
It's a funny word. But go ahead, yeah?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Joel is still kind of leaning back against, whatever surface he's leaning on, arms crossed. He's been watching what's happening. He heard everything.
Tilly, wait till he's gone to go burn that, and then we'll ask, okay?
And Joel kind of watches TB pick up the last scraps. It doesn't take him long. He's a small, quick thing. And then he leaves with his little trash backpack full of skin, and he's actually going to burn it this time.
Okay, I think he's gone now, Joel. What's going on?
I believe we might have entered the last stages of the circus, unfortunately. I thought it would take longer. However, it seems to be here and now.
Oh,
okay. So you wasn't just like letting that thing, because I'm getting some homicidal vibes from that from TB.
Oh, TB wouldn't hurt a fly.
Hmm.
He might animate something to hurt flies for him, but he would never hurt something himself.
and how exactly would he be able to do that?
Gloria, unfortunately, which also, in a weird, good, positive way, I assume, means that I should be able to influence her magic at this point. Haven't tried, didn't realize it was possible yet, but that's the state we're in. A
So are
state
we
of
picking
affairs.
teams now, Joel?
No, Dylan.
Are you sure?
I would never, in a million years, ask you, Gwynny, or anyone else at this circus to pick teams.
Oh, I would love to pick teams.
What y'all mean by it's the next stage of the circus? Like it's some sort of larva or something?
It's an excellent question.
I feel like we're still getting about half of the story here, Joel. Do you feel like explaining a little bit further, if you wouldn't mind? We're all ears.
At this point, I kind of pull out the picture. And I was like, and I'll be like, Seems there's a lot we don't know about this circus.
Indeed.
And
I will slowly pull myself back up to my feet.
You haven't seen this picture yet.
Yeah, go over to the side of the room, get a very large glass of water, and then come over to your side and examine the picture.
the picture, I posted it in the NPC channel. It's Joel and Gloria, very obviously and clearly in love.
Isn't this a beautiful picture?
It is.
I thought that you was single.
I am single. And he kind of like, not winks, but like gives Felicia a look like, I am single, god damn it.
Where did you post that, sweetie?
Oh, it should be in my server under Night Circus in the NPC
Oh, okay.
channel.
Got it.
If there are teams, then obviously I hate Gloria.
Well, Dilly, that's the big difference. I don't.
You should.
So,
I know I should.
Okay.
Absolutely, she's done quite enough to earn it.
other than the fact that you two used to be lovers, or maybe you still are, but you just ain't dating, or, you know, whatever confusing stuff you got going on there, what's that got to do with the circus, though? I mean, like, what's love got to do with it?
Dilly,
Fucking
it
hate
is
you.
Gwyn,
kind of a secondhand.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I just was playing into the nonsense.
So Joel's kind of gonna look at between Dilly and Gwynny. When did you two show up here? How long have you been part of the circus?
Yeah, something like that. I was a baby.
Exactly. In that time, aside from yourselves, how many other people have you seen age?
No one.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I've questioned this before.
How old would you say I am?
He looks, what, you said like 50-ish?
He looks, yeah, late 50s, early 60s, but like in good shape, like a model type dude. Like he's one of those like grandpas you'd still totally fuck.
Yeah, he's a silver fox all the way. 100% silver fox.
100.
I assume you're way older than you look.
Well, Dilly, I would like to know how old you think I look so that I can be flattered.
Wouldn't you?
And Joel kind of squints at him, like, yes, I would, and you're just not going to do it.
Oh,
no. I'm just
all
looking
right,
down my nose at him.
stop. Okay, Joel, you look somewhere north of 50, but not very far.
I'd say about 45.
That works.
And Joel kind of nods and says, all right, this circus has been in operation for upwards of 80 years now.
We both know how to flatter people.
Yeah, they do. And Gwynny's much better at it sometimes. And Joel says, yes, the circus has been in operation for upwards of 80 years now. Gloria and myself founded it. And
well then,
no changes happened until you two showed up.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure if that was a great thing, Dilly. I will never regret having you or Gwynny enter my life. However, it seems as though your arrival set into motion the next stage of things, which I thought I had more time to prepare for.
What you're failing to tell us, Joel?
Is this kind of one of those things where, like, your children have to, like, overthrow the dads and stuff?
Oh, I certainly hope not. That would be terrible.
but Yeah, what you're failing to tell us, Joel, and I forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think you're failing to tell us what these stages are. I mean, you tell us it's the next stage, but you're not telling us what its stage is of.
And real quick meta, Joel is a quintessential British man person.
Uh-huh.
Totally not gonna give you any information that he doesn't feel you need right in that moment.
Or that we don't pry out of him. Because we know this. We know we have to pry shit out of him.
So Joel's kind of gonna. All right.
Spit it out, dear. You know I'm going to find out eventually.
Well, it's harder to spit out than it is to show. Come with me, and he'll lead you guys out of that tent and towards the tree.
Okay. Did I have a short rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna say when you were laying down previously, you had a short rest. But
Okay.
also everyone got a long rest because you guys like slept throughout the. Well, you woke up feeling like shit, so you did get a short rest after waking up. But
okay.
everyone also got a long rest the night before.
All right, then I'm going to do whatever it needs to be done as far as like a regrouping type thing to keep myself from being in a state of exhaustion. Because I think I would, at this point in time, with as much nonsense as I had poured down my gullet, even though I am resistant to poison, I would definitely be in a situation where I would be in a poisoned or exhausted state otherwise.
Yeah, you definitely got a short rest. I feel like your nap didn't do a whole lot, but it did something.
Okay, all right.
So Joel is leading you guys towards the tree, which, Jimothy, did you ever end up going into the tree?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll explain this just for Jimothy. As you guys are walking up, the tree extends from the lower level where it's, the spectacle of the night and it has all those branches with all the beautiful fruits, but it also extends up through the second floor. And there's a doorway that's just glowing bright. It doesn't really have mechanics that you can see on it. It's just this light of a doorway. And Joel leads you all into it. And when you enter, the light fades and you realize, like, oh shit, no, I'm just in a normal elevator. You don't feel it moving, but eventually it opens again into that light. When the light fades, you just see a meadow with a beautiful cottage. And Joel's kind of like leading you guys from the elevator across the meadow towards this cottage.
This is where we first met, Joel.
Yes, Dilly. Full circle, I suppose.
Yes.
And once you guys get into the cottage, Joel's gonna like close the door behind you and lock it. And Dilly, go ahead and who has magic?
I do.
Okay, everyone who has magic capabilities, roll me perception.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
I only have a ring, so I have no magic ability.
Oh man,
Ooh,
only an
okay.
11.
All right, so Gwynny, specifically, when Joel hits that deadbolt on the door after everyone's in, you see like a spider web of very faint light that kind of crackles over every wall, every window, every surface of the house, and then fades into non-existence. And you realize,
we're making very certain. Okay.
Yes, you realize like Joel is locking this shit down tight before he tells you guys anything.
Okay, in that case, I would like to go ahead and intervene and say, Joel.
Yes, ma'am.
May I assist?
Oh. And he kind of like almost sheepishly looks at the deadbolt and then back at you like, oh, you saw that.
Yes, I would like to assist if you don't mind.
Yes, that would be lovely.
And I go ahead and add my arcane lock to the door.
Ooh. Can you go ahead and post that for me?
Certainly. Hold on one second here.
This is a lot of precautions. I feel like what did I get myself into?
Felicia, all you really notice is that he's going to some lengths to make sure that you guys are in a private area to talk about something that apparently is very private.
Does my perception give me any clue to his behavior or anything? I've never
Why
seen
do
him
I
lock
have
the
to
door ever
storm?
that I know of.
Lemma.
Let me see
Huh?
here.
From
Why do
my
I have to
understanding,
storm?
nobody locks the doors.
Yeah, and
Then
especially
why do
because
I have to
this
storm?
is
Just
because
Oh.
specifically for Gwynny and Dilly, you guys know, like, this is the part of the tree that Joel owns, that he controls. Why on earth would he need to lock it? He's never had to lock it. This is his area. He controls
Right.
everything that happens here.
I don't think I even knew there was a lock on the door.
Yeah. So that's going to be first and foremost very out of place of the fact that there is a lock and that he's using it. Jimothy, I feel like because you're new, you notice all of this, and you might think you're being kidnapped, honestly. This seems really fucking shady. Like, you know that these people are dangerous, you know that something terrible is going on behind the scenes in the circus, you just don't know what, you don't have any context for what it could be, but you feel like you're about to go through some kind of briefing.
Some kind of what?
Like briefing, like a war briefing.
Oh, okay, got it.
Alright, arcane lock.
So, Jimothy,
Yes.
and for me, I'm not a wizard, but that's a racial.
Perfect.
so Jimothy, you're new here, and in the last few minutes, I'll tell you that I feel like I'm new here again as well. And I just look at Joel.
And Joel kind of bows his head in the sense of like, yes, I understand where you're coming from, and I'm kind of also sorry for not bringing this up before. And he says out loud, Dilly, Gwynny, I understand if you're angry with me, or if you will become angry with me. I thought I had more time to explain. I don't know how else to tell you, as I said before, other than to show you. And he'll kind of like glance at the lock on the door. You can see all of those protective locking runes just kind of spider webbing across the inside of the house again. And then he kind of nods, and he's not talking to you guys anymore. That's very clear. And he says, I believe it's safe, sir. And all of a sudden, the door opens, and you see a very old man, probably in his 80s, well-trimmed, silver beard, silver hair, silver eyebrows, gray suit. He's tall, he's slim, a little bit portly in the stomach area, and he looks 100% unenthused. And he looks from the group to Joel, back to the group, then to Joel again and says, Oh, you stupid boy, you triggered it early, didn't you?
Okay, did he password him in? Because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to enter. Impassable until it's broken or the spell is dispelled or suppressed.
He didn't, and he didn't need to.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
Huh. He calls him stupid boy, just like he calls you. Well, no, he calls you silly boy. My bad. Is this your daddy?
No, this this is Mr. A. He is my teacher.
Well, I do gotta say, Mr. A, you picked a fine man to teach.
No, I did not.
Well, this is amusing.
Oh,
I'm looking just as unimpressed at the guy as he's looking at us.
and he's like sizing you all up, like stone-faced. And finally, after looking you each up individually, up and down, he looks back at Joel and says, the deal was that you would split proteges that we would choose from, not that you would adopt all of them.
What the fuck is going on, Joel?
Dilly, quiet now, please.
Hmm.
And for the first time, you guys can see Joel is uncomfortable, almost afraid
Right.
of this person in front of him.
Dilly's not afraid, because he's not afraid of fucking anything, but he's uncomfortable to the point that he knows Joel is, and he knows Joel's not uncomfortable with anything.
Joel's uncomfort's turning me on.
And Winnie is kneeling in front of the doorway that she just locked, examining the lock, which appears to be working. I cannot figure out how that man walked through it because up till now nobody has been able to go through one of her locks.
Sorry.
Did you tell them anything? And Joel kind of shakes his head. Well, then I will return tomorrow. Is that fair? And Joel nods. Like, he looks like a scolded schoolboy right now. And just as quickly as this man entered, he opens the door and walks out. And he's gone.
That should not have worked.
Oh, Miss Gwenny,
Joel,
I think that he
I
was.
think I need a more explanation here, please.
My dear Gwynnie, I taught you everything I knew. Minus some things, of course.
Of course, minus some
Of course.
things. Let's plus a few things, please.
He taught me everything I
could.
know, minus a few things.
If I could just interject,
Yes, Dilly.
I distinctly heard him that something about splitting proteges. And clearly, we spoke of teaming earlier, Joel.
Yes? What's your
Yes.
question, Dilly?
Question. I'm questioning what you've told me. Clearly, you were supposed to pick teams. What are we, replacements? What's going on?
Oh, shit. They are replacements, ain't they?
Dilly, you were never meant to be a replacement, neither were you, Gwynnie. Neither were any of you. However, it appears by accepting you as children into the circus, it made you our proteges and therefore our replacements. It was supposed to be one with me and one with Gloria. Unfortunately, Gloria seems to have a very good talent of driving people away, therefore I ended up with both of you. That was not in the plans.
Okay.
Which one of y'all was supposed to belong to my aunt?
I believe that would be me.
And I just quietly point at Dilly, not saying anything. I just point at Dilly because clearly that was the case.
Yeah, Joel almost ashamedly looks down. He's not interacting with that question.
Okay, Joel. Okay, my question is, what you want from these guys now? I mean, isn't there no way to, like, be able to stop what's supposed to happen? Can't you just break the cycle?
Cycle. What cycle? There is no cycle. This
Well,
game,
if you have a mentor, a game,
it's a
you're
game.
playing a game.
I'm not. I'm a pawn. So is Gloria. The man you've
So-
just had the pleasure of meeting is the player on my side.
Okay, here's the real question, maybe. Where do we go from here?
And Joel will kind of smile. It's a sad smile, but it's a smile that you've seen before, in the sense that he has a fucking plan. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right, Matt.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Mercer. Fuck you, Mercer.
Yeah, that was a Mercer cliffhanger there, baby.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Oh,
mean to do it.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Sometimes you
beautiful,
just gotta
beautiful,
end it on
beautiful,
that best
beautiful.
note.
A full-on DM because I said so, followed by a Mercer cliffhanger. I applaud you.
Oh, thank you. I'm bowing in my kitchen. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That was so fun, you guys.
Dippy.
That was so fucking
Well
fun.
played, Dippy. Well played.
Oh, thank you.
That's good. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be
I'm
great.
so excited. Yeah, no, I had like
Yeah.
If you're recording, don't forget to turn it off.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Turn off. You turned off your
you.
recording, baby.